What if your greatest comeback started the day everyone thought you were finished? This is the story of Donald Trump's darkest moment, and the letter he wrote that no one ever saw. If you've ever faced failure, rejection, or watched everything collapse around you, hit subscribe and comment, "Never count me out." Because what happens next changed history. It was 1990. Donald J. Trump was not the president. He wasn't a political force. He was a man buried under debt. His empire, the Trump Tower, casinos in Atlantic City, the Plaza Hotel, looked powerful on the outside. But on paper, he owed billions. Lenders were circling. The press called him a joke. His name, once a symbol of success, became a punchline on late-night TV. One evening, sitting in his office, surrounded by silence, Trump opened his desk drawer. Inside was a yellow legal pad. And with no press, no cameras, no applause, he began to write, not a speech, a promise. You haven't lost. You've been challenged. You've been tested, but you haven't lost. They think it's over. They don't see the blueprint, but you do. That letter? It wasn't meant for the banks, not the media, not even his lawyers. It was for him, a man who refused to believe the narrative being written about him. And then he went to war. He negotiated, restructured deals, turned debts into assets. He sold off planes, ships, even the Trump shuttle. But he held on to his buildings. Why? Because his name still had value. Even when people laughed, he kept branding. Trump steaks, Trump ties, Trump water. Slowly, brick by brick, the comeback began. By the late 90s, he wasn't bankrupt. He was rebuilding. Then came The Apprentice, a global hit. Suddenly, "You're fired" became a catchphrase. And Donald Trump became a brand again. Bigger, louder, unstoppable. Decades later, he stunned the world again. No political background, no endorsements from the elite, but with a message that resonated and a belief in himself that never broke. He became the 45th President of the United States. That yellow notepad still locked in his desk. Not because of the words on it, but because of what it symbolized. That moment when a man faced ruin and refused to fold. So here's the truth. People will doubt you. You will lose things. Money, relationships, status. But if you don't lose belief, you haven't lost. Not yet. Comment "Never count me out" if you've ever been on the edge. And subscribe to Famous Stories for more untold moments of strength, belief, and the comebacks that shaped legends. Because sometimes, your darkest moment becomes your legacy.